Hello, this is Al Red Sox fan coming to you from Al Red Sox fan YouTube stations, and we have Tim Gersh, one of my moderators in the house, and we also have Johnny Giants Bane, aka Johnny the King. My two of my good friends on YouTube. Tim, Johnny, hopefully you can hear me, and I've actually done the sound check properly. Lag? There's lag? Okay. Johnny, how's the sound? Is the sound okay? Tim says there's some lag. Johnny says, I hear you fine, brother. And Al's called nice to meet you, Tim. Oh, Tim's a good guy, Johnny. He's one of friends of Phil. That's why I met Tim. Tim's a good guy. Just like you, Johnny. All right, Tim says he'll be right back. So, how's the new channel set up? I hope it's going well. I can't wait, Johnny. Can't wait, sir. Always look forward to your stuff. You're one of the more talented people, Johnny, on YouTube. And that's not me doing like what you say, kissing the knee or whatever. It's true. You're very entertaining. Timothy Bradley is Rickon, just to make sure the mic works. PB4 game in the house. Yes, I did. I saw your football videos. I inspired you. Was that PB4 gaming? That was free? That was a little interesting, that game. I'm going to go back and watch them all. Very quick, those games, huh? So what's up? Well, Tim, you know what's up. We're going to be doing a little live reaction and chat for The Walking Dead. And once again, thank you very much. We have Johnny Giants Bane in the chat. Greatly appreciate. Good friend, as I like to call him, the king. He hates when I call him that, but it's true. If you don't, Johnny's starting a new station. As soon as I get the link, I'll be putting it up as I have his old link. But Johnny's moving forward with bigger and better things, so he's starting a new station. And I recommend and I implore and I beg if I have to that you need to subscribe to Johnny Giants Bane's new station. He is absolutely awesome. And we see Broke Black Man 94, another great friend of the channel, another moderator. How you doing, Broke? Broke Blackman says, Broke Negan in the house. Until it starts, then I gotta bounce. Yeah, because he does his own. Again, he's one of the friends of the channel. And I'll be doing the shout outs for friends of the channel. I have them all listed below. I'll do a quick shout out. Friends of the channel, Tim Gersh, Truetemper Rocket2, The One True David, Phil the Issues Guy, Broke Black Man 94, Ron Juckett, Retro Sports Network, Dirty Issues, Mosley Boxing, Johnny the Irish Wilding, who is now Johnny Giants Bane. Remember to check him out. I'll be putting the new link as soon as I get it when Johnny sets up his new awesome channel. JD, Higher Ground Gaming, David Erickson, and G Raider. And everyone who joined me last night in my boxing chat and show was awesome. David McCulloch from Scotland. So right now we're just coming to the end of the last week's episode. I'm a big Negan fan. So is Broke Black. Broke Black Man 94, aka David the Saint. I was check out, go to his channel. Links below. Link is provided on this page. He did a wonderful panel of a discussion of episodes. I think it was 9 through 13 of The Walking Dead. I'm only 10 minutes into it. I got to go back and watch some more. But a lot of hate for Carol in that little panel you did, David. Tim Gersh, so did you look up my grandpa's record yet? No, I'm going to, Tim. I got to scroll. Tim, type that again. I know you did. Let me write that. Actually, you don't have to. I'm going to scroll up, Tim. I'm going to write that down because I want to look that up. Tony. Here it is. I got it. Tony Marcilla. Marcella. Tim's grandfather was a professional boxer. Thank you, Tim. And I'm going to look that up. Johnny says, Al, can you do an Amir Khan versus Mike Tyson? Oh my God, I can. I can do that, Johnny. I think Amir Khan will get killed, but like BB4 game, how did you get your football programming free? No, the football game I play, PB4 gaming. I answered. I sent you a reply back, but it's called Action PC Football from Dave Koch Incorporated. I put a link. I replied back to you. The game costs $30, and it gives you one season, a bunch of championship teams, but then you can buy other seasons. It's a fun game, wicked fun game. Brooke Blackman 94. Nah. Carol has a love-hate in my heart. I agree. Listen, Carol, one of the best episodes as I'm watching Morgan just clearing now. Morgan's got a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. You know, in last week's episode, he's trying to work out his frustration when Benjamin was killed, and he's gonna go see Carol, and now we're gonna have that heart-to-heart. But that was last week. I got great people in the chat here. Johnny says, Prime Medina versus current Thurman. Oh, Medina versus Thurman. Yeah, that's a nice. You should be a promoter, Johnny. That's a good matchup there. Tim Gersh, Johnny, you made me laugh so hard. Awesome. Wet myself. Oh, Johnny's the best. Johnny, all you guys are the best. Johnny, I love Johnny. I love Broke. I love Tim. I love PB4 Game. I love everyone in the chat. But Johnny is one of my favorite. I met. If it wasn't for Johnny, I wouldn't have met AKA David the Saint. And if it wasn't for Phil, I wouldn't have met Tim Gersh, which means I wouldn't have been on YouTube, which means I wouldn't have met PB4 Gaming. All great people. So thank you very much. PB4 Gaming. Yeah, mine is free and you can download it, but you need Windows 3.0 or you can play it online. It was interesting. I watched it. You watch it. It reminds me of when I was a kid. I had a very basic football game, a dice game, and which was very fun. Johnny, Truth, Tim, LOL. And The Walking Dead is effing filler episode 1 and 2, and the last 2 episodes are good. And Al, if I wasn't for Phil, I wouldn't have met you. Cool ass mother effers. Johnny, much love to you, as you say. Can I steal that from you? Much love. PB4 Gaming. I like those retro games better than the new ones. Yeah, they're fun. Like I said, PB4 game, and I replied back, and thank you very much for watching. I got my ass kicked in that game. I was actually looking forward to that game. That's why I put it on. It's funny. I don't record all my little retro football game things, and I have a real good game, and I'm like, I'm going to play the next one online, and I get destroyed by the computer, and I just sit there, and I get aggravated. The computer cheats. So, what are we looking forward to tonight, people, on this episode? Paul Langsford has not joined in yet. He's the guru of spoilers. Tim Gersh says, yeah, but Phil is pretty funny. PB4 Gaming, the same with me. Johnny, BBM is good peeps. I've to make a video on the channel now to say what the F happened to it, LOL, so I don't have to repeat it over. Yeah, Johnny, I how you do the Saturday shows, and I look forward to I jump in and out and in and out. So I'm looking to see if you're doing a show, and I have you under on my page as a featured channel. So I'm sitting there going, who's this person? Who's that? With Johnny? And I'm looking, and I figure out it's your channel because it's the only one that's not there with the right name. And I went to it, and I'll let you explain when you want to, but you weren't there, and that's why I sent you the message. So I was a little concerned. I just want to make sure you're all right, bud. Broke Black Man 94. Morgan better bitch slap Rosie. Oh, yes, I agree. Rosita's annoying. All right? I like you guys. What do you, David, a.k.a. the Saint, what do you guys say? You call them emotional characters? Emos? Is that what that means? Tim Gersh, well, BBM is a cool dude, too. Broke Black Man is a cool dude. Tim, what do we like in our chat here? What do we like? We like good people. That's what we like. That's all. I like to talk to good people, funny people. We can disagree, but we can be respectful about it. So Tim and David, Brooklyn, did you guys enjoy the fight night last night? I thought we had a pretty good show. We had fun on fight night. I think there's another fight coming up this weekend, and I don't even have to do a pay-per-view for that because I have HBO and Showtime. Yep, Emo Morgan, says Broke Black Man. Like Kyle Ren and Jon Snow. Oh, let's not get too negative about Jon Snow here. Johnny says, Triple G just added a fourth G to his name, LOL. Oh, Johnny, they took down that video that I sent you in the message. I'll find another one, though, and I'll send it to you if you can't find one. Tim Gersh, yeah, no Rosita hate. Johnny, Broke Black Man is baiting me. Nope. Johnny, now you're this is not one of your favorite shows, correct? I mean, you do watch it, but this season hasn't been one of your favorites. I like Negan. I think Negan's an interesting character. I hope they let him grow like in the comics. And I have a site that I've got to share with you guys where you can read all the comics for free. Here we go. We're coming up on Walking Dead Sunday. Johnny says, it's tolerable to see how amazing Negan actor is. Broke Black Man. Tim Gersh says, Broke Black Man knows what I'm talking about. All right, here we go. Walking Dead Sunday, people. I believe we're going to have them searching for Daryl. This should be. I always like Walking Dead Sunday. Maybe we'll get a little Negan. Who knows? We always like Negan. And now they're showing a little clip from Into the Badlands, which I believe is going to be on right after The Walking Dead. But remember, at 10:30, jump over to Phil the Issues Guy. I provided the link below and above in the chat. Yeah, it's going to start, Johnny. I don't want to spoil it. I know. American Time is racist. So we're getting, I'm going to start doing the episode, Johnny. I don't want to mess it up for you. Great app called Mobdro. For anyone who's listening now or later, it's here at the bottom. Download it to your mobile device. You can also download it to like a Fire Stick, and I believe you can download it to your computer. I use that app all the time, and it has wonderful bunch of stations, and they usually work. So here we go. The episode started, so if you don't want to know about it, you may take your leave now. Starts off with Maggie, and she's smiling, and everyone's walking around on the hilltop, and they're making stuff, old-fashioned. What's that called? The guy who smashes. Oh God, I can't. Oh, she's throwing a knife now. She's teaching him how to use knives, and there's the young girl, Carl's main squeeze, and she's throwing the knife. And Maggie just laughs, and they're all happy, and they're sharpening their knives. Sasha's sharpening her knife. There's going to be a lot of bloodshed coming up soon, people. A lot of bloodshed. Not necessarily in this episode, but coming. Oh, we see baby Glenn. We see baby Glenn in Maggie's tummy. What's the young girl's name who likes Carl? Is it Edith? God, I'm horrible with names. So Sasha's trying to think out stuff, a strategy maybe to shoot Negan. I've been trying to call AMC to warn Negan that they're coming, but no one's listening to me, you know. Enid, thank you very much, PB4 Gaming and Tim Gersh. Now Enid brings some food over to Maggie because she's pregnant and she needs to eat. So, and she's writing down stuff. I think the saviors are going to come looking for Daryl. So, Porter and Thurman did fight, Johnny. Johnny says Negan's plot armor is too strong. Sasha is sued as filler to F Rick's war plan up. Yep, you're right. Let's be real here. Used. So Sasha, she's out in the woods nodding her head. Now she's Is that Abraham? That must be, yeah, I bet you that's Abraham's body in the unmarked grave. Maggie's sleeping at the dinner table. Jesus is behind her, writing something down. So now he just notices like Maggie's sleeping. He walks over to her. He says, "Shh." He says, "Shh." Now Sasha looks. Now he hands Sasha something. That must be like a little layout. Yep. The layout of the compound where Negan is. Sasha's like looking at it. Oh, she's so happy. Enid looks concerned. Now they show the hilltop and they're farming. Sasha goes back to doodling with the factory notes. Here's a simple fact, right? You wanna kill someone, right? You're gonna snipe them. Just wait and be patient. They're gonna come out. You put a bullet through their head. Done deal. Done deal. Johnny says in the chat, ginger people don't have soul. I think he meant souls. It says souls. His death doesn't count. PB4 Gaming says, Daryl, fight or flight? I think he's gonna hide. So I'm gonna go with flight. PB4. There's Daryl. Maggie touches his shoulder. It's nighttime. She walks away. It's amazing. I know I go back to it every week. How the Saviors don't have people watching the hilltop, Alexandria, the kingdom, just always having some sort of a scouting system to know what the hell's going on. They should have a couple of people paid off on the inside to give them more information. I don't know why they don't do that, but that's the fun of the show. You can pick it apart. There's Sasha. She's all bent out of shape. I think she's in front of Abraham's no soul grave. You know. Oh, spolls don't count as souls, Johnny says. That's how ginger he is. So there's Gregory looking out the window. Gregory is a devious bastard. He's going to have a drink. He's running out of his alcohol, which is just going to piss him off that they stole all of his alcohol. Gregory is a weasel galore. Tim Gersh says, nah, sniping is kind of rough. Well, I'm not saying it's easy, but you just got to sit and be patient, and your target will come about. And now, who is walking? There's Rosita. Bitch extraordinaire has just come through the gates at the hilltop, and God, is she a pain in the ass. And here she is. There's Rosita in her boots, and I pan up in her jeans. This is Tim Gersh's girlfriend, everyone. Tim Gersh loves Rosita, don't you, Tim? Her and Sasha are looking at each other. And now the Walking Dead AMC music comes on. All right, so they're going to go to commercial. So that was just them sort of getting ready to do battle. They're all having a little knife training. Jesus drew a map for Sasha regarding where Negan is. Hopefully this is going to be a good episode. Tim Gersh says, but if a sniper misses a shot, he's dead. That's why you can't miss. And if a sniper is spotted, he is dead too. Yes, it doesn't end well usually for the sniper. It does not end well if he misses his shot. So, what's everyone's thoughts so far on this episode? Those who are watching. Johnny says Gregory is going to be bait and switch. He's telling the Saviors to have a doctor ad made it look like Daryl. He's telling them they have a doctor. I bet, and it's him, and they are talking. They do need one. Interesting. Johnny says, my spelling is horrid, but it's the Saviors talking, the doctor, not Daryl. Clickbait trailer, LOL. PB4 Gaming, yeah, they do. The doc, I mean. That's PB4 Gaming. So once again, thank you everyone for jumping in and joining us for this live reaction and chat of The Walking Dead Season 7, Episode 14. The Other Side. We have some good people in the chat right now. Tim Gersh, PB4 Gaming, Johnny Giant Spain, a.k.a. Johnny the Wildling, the King. He'll be starting up a new channel really soon. And I'll be giving everyone the link that I know, and you should be subscribing. Because Johnny is one of the most entertaining, nice people on YouTube. And there's not many of those people out here, so. And we have Broke Black Man 94 for a bit. So feel free to jump in the chat, share your thoughts, your reactions. Johnny says, talking, not talking, Al. Tim Gersh, I'd say an up close and personal kill like with a knife. Johnny says, Al only likes me because amazing trap. It is funny though, Johnny, when you have those and everyone jumps on your case and you defend your points so well. And we're back, and now we have Maggie talking to Jesus. Let's and Jesus is like they're just babbling. Let me put this up a bit. So what are they talking about here? Sasha seems determined. They show her now walking. She hears Jesus and Maggie talking, and he's saying, "I want to make sure that you and Sasha became a part of this." And he's saying, "I was here, but I was never here," because Jesus was always gone. Jesus was always gone. So he's just telling her about how he met them and stuff like that. She smiles at him. She has baby Glenn inside her. Because what did Abraham say? Were you really trying to make pancakes? So they're making more spears. Body armor she's talking about. A smith. That's what's it called, right, Johnny? A smith. They're the ones who make the armor. That's what they would do. I couldn't think of it. Well, what's the other word? A smith. But there's another word. All right, so Sasha sees them. She was going to walk towards them. Now she walks away back into her little trailer apartment. And they have some bullets there. 1, 2, 3. Looks like 4 rifle bullets. She takes 2, puts them in her back pocket. Someone comes to the door. It's Jesus. Enid. And now she's trying to explain why she was taking the bullets. Oh no, she's lying to them. Something to read. Jesus just kind of looks at her. You have bullets. And bullets and a gun. But she does now, she says. It's like, Sasha, don't go. Stay. Stay, Sasha. Rosita came here to recruit Sasha, Jesus. And the Son of God should know this, shouldn't he? Come on. You know? Mike Money Baby! How you doing? Good to see you back. Mike Money Baby asks, who do you think's going to die or get captured? Well, I think it's not going to go well for Sasha and Rosita. That's my opinion. I had some, Paul Langford has some spoilers on his station. Armorer, Johnny says. Okay. PB4 game. I hope who's Kark doesn't go governor on us, Johnny. Johnny laughs. Mike Money Baby says he's doing good. We always like to hear friends of the channel doing good. So Sasha, Jesus, and Enid are having a discussion regarding she wants to go and kill Negan. And she says, basically, you have to stay here because Maggie needs you. And they say, you know, they need you also. She says, Sasha says, not anymore. Oh my God, Johnny, that's what I said. That's how it should end. I said the same thing. Rick wakes up and it was all a dream. And then he sees like his Lori, his wife, and Shane, and he goes through the whole scenario of everything. Blacksmith, thank you very much. DNL TV. That's a new name in the chat. Glad to see you jump in. Share your thoughts. Blacksmith. I couldn't remember that. Johnny, that's too funny. I was saying the same thing. And then he would go through the whole storyline and he'd say to Lori, And you and Shane were having an affair, and she got kind of look at him and say, but we are. Johnny says, Glenn was a nurse who dropped jam. LOL. Oh my God, that's too funny. I kind of took that from the Bob Newhart show and the Wizard of Oz. I combined it. Mike Moneybaby says, what happens if Negan finds Maggie? Oh, he's going to kill her, I believe. Yeah. So Jesus left Sasha's apartment. Sasha's now talking to Enid. Again, they're just going yada yada about why she needs to go kill Negan. Tim Gersh, if it ends it all a dream, I will punch somebody at AMC. It would be funny, though. That'd be the biggest FU to the fans. They like giving FUs to the fans. Mike Money Baby, what if Morgan's son was really alive? Well, we never saw him die, but in the comics he dies, and they talk about him dying. And Morgan went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, so I think he's really dead. Johnny says Negan wants some Maggie Mirica. LOL. He did want to marry her. He did say that. PB4 Gaming says, or he wakes up like the Sandlot, and it's a all normal, and then hit hi wife, and they all turn into zombies and eat him. And he just woke up from the coma, and the zombies were real. That would be interesting. It would suck if you wake up from coma. Saviors are coming! The saviors are coming! So we get a Paul Revere moment here. And now Daryl's running. He's going to go hide. Sasha's getting her stuff. She's taking off. Rosita's leaving, too. They all look a little too clean, don't you think? Yes, the saviors, Mike Money Baby. So now they're going into the wood pile. They're hiding. They're going to hide in the wood pile thing. I think they look there. Is that a tunnel, maybe? No, they're hiding in the wood pile. So it's like a fast top. Mike Money Baby says Sasha and Rosita are F-bombed. Tim Gersh likes Iron Fist, so we're all going to have to watch Iron Fist on Netflix. So the saviors are here. Oh, we're going to have a Gregory moment with probably Negan's right-hand man. Where is he? Saviors are there in force. They all line up in Gregory's house. And there's Gregory. There's my boy from the Saviors. I like him. Chat, what's this guy's name? Simon, that's it. Thank you, Gregory. Thank you. Johnny says Greg's going to tell them they have a doctor. Greg's like, we don't expect you back so soon. Gregory's shitting his pants right now, folks. He is pooping himself. Simon's like, Simon says he's into tequila now. Sipping, mixing. Simon's this actor's a good character. I like him. He does a good job with this character. You know? So Simon and Gregory are just talking, and Simon's feeling Gregory out. And Gregory's like, I respect that. Tequila. Mental note. Got it. Simon just smiles at him. No need to talk. Just a quick visit. Gregory says, what can I do for you? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Simon wants to know if a certain somebody's there. Oh. Gregory's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Who is it? Gregory says. Uh-oh. Get your pointy finger up and I'll tell you. As Daryl is hiding, Maggie's hiding, Sasha's hiding, Rosita's hiding. It's a lot of hiding. Daryl. Maggie's saying, Daryl. What are the odds of the Saviors actually finding them? Slim to none. You know why? Because the writers wrote it that way. Oh, there's some funny stuff going on in the chat. So Rosita and Sasha, that must have been a little tunnel because they're out in the woods now. So they're going to head to the factory where Negan is. Tim, call AMC, tell them to warn Negan. We can't have Negan die. And they're off in the woods. Commercial! Let's jump to the chat real quick. Johnny Giants Man says Simon is Trevor from GTA 5. Oh, wow, cool. Simon is Trevor from GTA 5. Mike Moneybaby says there's a lot of non-Caucasians with Negan's group, and Tim Gersh answers because he is not a racist. That is right. Negan is an equal opportunity employer. Johnny laughs at what Tim said because you know why? That was a funny line, Tim. Johnny says Negan is making Walking Dead great again. I agree. There's a lot of people who don't like Negan. I don't know why. I think he's a very interesting character. And again, I just started reading the comics. I'm up to 93. And I'm going to provide a link later on. I can tweet it to you, Johnny, if you like. It has all the comics for free. And it's so. PB4 Gaming, Rick needs to build a wall. Okay, quick question. How come every time we come across a new group, Rick just looks like the world's shittiest leader? The governor was a better leader. Okay. Negan's a better leader. Even Gregory, for God's sakes, is a better leader. He's a jerk. But, you know, this the kingdom and King Ezekiel, Alexandria was working sort of okay. Those people were in La La Land, but other than that. What are your thoughts on Rick's leadership ability? Johnny says, Negan is on some Jamie Lannister shit. Watch, bro. Tim Gersh, nah, Negan can die because then Walking Dead will hire me to replace Negan, and Al and I will bring you with me to be my Dwight. Oh, thank you very much. Mike Moneybaby. Where the hell is Heath? That's a good question. Where is Heath? That's like, where's Waldo? Heath had glasses just like Waldo. Mike Moneybaby, I'm excited for the Fear of the Walking Dead. You're going to have to convince us on that one, Mike. The first season I didn't like. I never went back to it. I wanted the Fear of the Walking Dead to be the government's point of view on how they were trying to handle things. That would have been interesting to me. Tim Gersh, no, Greg is not a better leader. Well, he did a better job. They had food. You know, I'm not saying I understand Tim. I get it. He's a weasel, so you're right in that point. Johnny, Negan and Jamie Lannister have a redemption arc of awesome. Oh, I like that, Johnny. I see what you mean now. I understand what you're saying prior now. Excellent. I like that, Johnny. PB4 Gaming. Rick needs to get his hand decapitated. Laughing my ass off. PB4 Gaming. Heath is with the Whisperers, and 3 Ps are musical terms for whispers. Oh. So, PB4 Gaming, you think they're going to give us the Whisperers? Because they're kind of, I don't know how they're going to do that on TV. Susan B's in the house. How are you, Susan? Hope all is well. Thank you for joining us in our merry group of travelers here in the chat. Susan B says, I think Rick is the best leader we've seen so far. He's made mistakes, but he is flexible, not dug in. All others are too rigid, ergo doomed to fail. Very good point, Susan B. Susan B always brings me back to reality, but you know I'm a big Negan guy, so I root for him. And we're back to the show. They're hot wiring a car, Rosita is. Let's stay with the chat for a bit. Tim Gersh, well, Greg can be overthrown by his people, missing a meal. Johnny, Rick has become Shane. Shane was ahead of the game. Imagine Rick and Shane now. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Do you guys think that's the one thing, if they could do it over, to go away from the comics and have Shane still alive? That would be really cool. PB4 Gaming says, Susan, preach. Okay, so right now on the show, they're trying to hotwire a car, Sasha and Rosita. And Sasha has that necklace. I believe Abraham gave that to her. I think, yeah. There's some somber music. It's kind of crappy out in the zombie apocalypse. They're walking down the street. I think they should stay to the woods, but that's just my opinion. So they're just on a road trip right now, looking for a vehicle. I'm sure they'll run in. There's a lot of dead vehicles, canisters. Looks like it used to be an old. People were there at one time because there's a lot of cars and oil tanks. So again, they're looking to see if they can get a car to start. How many years has it been? 3 years since this thing? Not on the. I mean, TV show wise, has it been 3 years? Because none of these freaking cars are going to start. Susan B says, "I love Negan too as a character, but not as a leader." I agree, Susan. I love the character, but he is effective in his own way as a leader. Just my opinion. Johnny says, "I only like the Whisperers for Negan's redemption." You're right, because in the comics, I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but there is some redemption for Negan. Tim Gersh, nah, Susan, I think the governor was probably the best leader so far. Good point, Tim. He had everything going, then he went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. More cuckoo than he really was. Johnny says the Whispers are fodder for Negan's redemption. Oh, I already read that. Sorry about that. Tim, Walking Dead in the ZA is about 12 years. It's been 12 years? Then I don't know about that, Tim. But if it had, those cars are definitely not going to start. So now Rosita and Sasha are saying, no, we got to go in and blah, 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 blah. We got to kill Negan. I'm still trying to get a hold of Negan to try to warn him that these two Wonder Twins are coming to kill him. PB4 Gaming. In a show, it's roughly 1.5 years real time, 7 or 10. Johnny. Governor's vengeance made himself poor leader. Yes. Susan B. Governor was always cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Oh, double Walker kill for the Wonder Twin powers. Knife to the head, and those walkers are dead, dead, dead. Oh, now Rosita's like, if this is too much for you, sister, you need to just go. Oh, a little tension there, you know. I wonder if they're going to compare notes on, you know, when they were making Baby Batter with Abraham. Mike Money Baby. Will the Whisperers cast have 40 people? I don't know, but there's going to have to be a lot of people for the Whisperers. Oh, so one of the saviors is looking around, and she says, I have fresh bread. Enid says, I have fresh bread. We have time. Oh, this is the creeper. He's a creeper, this guy. He likes little girls. I don't... Well, yeah, it's pretty heavy. Well, no, maybe this isn't the creeper guy. And she says, load them in a truck. Stop. He says, stop. I don't know who you think I am, or who we are. Load them yourself, I'm busy. Oh, that's so not nice. He said, pick that shit right now. He's a creeper. I'll take that. The knife. Don't make me cut it off, you girl, he says. So just give him the knife, Eden. So she gives him the knife. Oh, yeah, and he puts it in his belt. Now he wants to go look in the cellar. He opens up the hatchway. Daryl and Maggie are hiding. What are the odds of him finding them? Slim to none. He goes in there. It's a storage cellar. He's looking around. Grabs an onion or an apple. I think it's an apple. He's not really looking around too hard. If he walks out that door with actually... Now he's turning around again. Could they be killing a savior? That's going to be tough to explain. He's looking. Now they zoom in on Maggie's eyes. How this guy can't find them is beyond me. Now they cut away to a different scene with Simon and Gregory. Oh, they come to get the doctor. They're here to get the doctor. The doctor's saying, we gave you everything we could spare. We're not here. We're here to take you, I bet. You've been promoted. Ha! That's right. Negan wants you where he is. You've been promoted. You're coming with us. He gets to have spaghetti dinners. Yes, Johnny called it. Good job, Johnny. Johnny called it. Uh-oh, the doctor said, like, no. Simon's a little befuddled. Yeah. We don't. We only have one now. Doc, get your shit and let's go. Come on, Doc. Wow, he says he got killed. My condolences. That's his brother. That was his brother who got thrown in the fire a couple of weeks back. Wow. That was a decent scene there. That was a good scene right there. I got to watch that again. I think that was his brother, the doctor who was with Negan. He says, come on. Simon says, come on. We have ice cream. See that? How can you not like the Saviors? They have ice cream, for God's sakes. Ice cream. Ice cream. Spaghetti and ice cream. Come on, people. Jump on board with Negan. That's right. Simon says, we're not leaving here high and dry. We're always here to help. Gregory opens up a box. What is that? Band-Aids? Are they leaving Band-Aids? That's funny. Gregory says, Simon, a word? Simon just kind of says, eh. So Gregory's telling Simon, I've proven I can work with Negan. He's kind of hinting at you don't know who's going to take over. It could be somebody else. And he says, they might have crazy ideas, Simon. You got to work with me. And Simon says, who? Who's going to take over what? And Gregory says he's just considering worst case scenario. He says he knows human nature. Oh. Simon hears his concern. Simon's not an insensitive person. Simon's not insensitive. If you're having problems with that nature, come to see Simon, and Simon will help you out. Because now you have Uncle Negan, you have Uncle Simon, you got spaghetti dinners, you got ice cream dessert. Come on, people, jump on board the Negan train. You tell the guard who you are, he'll let you right in. See that? My God. I like ice cream. Who in the chat doesn't like ice cream? Gregory says there will be none. Simon laughs. He gives him like a card, a hall pass. Hands it to Gregory. Puts it in his pocket. Pats him. He says, crack open some tequila. I like this actor who plays Simon. I really do. Some people wanted this gentleman to play Negan. What are your thoughts on that? Simon says, Gregory. Gregory says, got it. What are your thoughts on if Simon played Negan? The actor, I mean. I like who plays Negan now, but some people don't like him. I like the Negan character in the comics. I'm not there yet, but... And we're at the commercial. Let me jump in the chat. A lot of good stuff going on in the chat. Let me lower the commercial. I'm going to have to watch these things over here. What's going on in the chat? Lots of good people in the chat. We got Johnny Giants Bane, a.k.a. the King, Johnny the Wildling. We have Mike Moneybaby, Tim Gersh, Susan B., PB4 Gaming, Broke Blackman 94 was in earlier. So let's see what's going on in the chat. Tim Gersh says Negan loves Italian. Yes, he does. Johnny laughs at that. Susan B. Lawrence was a spy and an ambassador liaison, I don't see the similarity. I missed something. I'm going to have to scroll back up. Tim Gersh, no, really, ice cream is Italian. Well, more, it goes back to the Romans. PB4 Gaming, I'm triggered. Johnny, the Savior's mental mind, slavery, and manipulation to a lesser form of feeling alive. Well, they do have ice cream. I mean, they do, Johnny. Come on, they have ice cream. That's why Johnny's my king, because he has ice cream and spaghetti. And he's nice. Mike Money Baby. Simon says, Greg, shut the F up. He sure did. Tim Gersh. Well, Susan, watch The Great War on YouTube. Johnny says, Simon is a cult legend in gaming, bro. He is Trevor. Yes, I heard. So he does a lot of gaming, a lot of video game acting, voice acting. That's a great. He's just a great voice. PB4 Gaming. Jesus is like what Rick. You want directions to the sanctuary. If there's a place you want to go, I'm the one who needs to know. I'm the map. Susan, thanks, Tim. I will. I thought I knew about him, so I'm happy to learn more. Johnny, LOL, Al. So, I mean, let's be serious now, okay? They promised, Herschel promised a spaghetti dinner, right? Negan delivered. And now they have ice cream. They have ice cream. Let's all go. Let's all go. You know? Johnny says, I'll link you a Simon as Trevor years ago tomorrow, bro. Cool. Thanks, Johnny. Tim Gersh, The Great War is a YouTube channel that talks all about the First World War. I'm going to have to check that out, Tim. I love history. PB4 Gaming. Yes, Trevor was fearless. So, what else has this as the person who plays Simon? Is it? Do you guys know anything else he's done? I like him a lot. And I like Jeffrey Dean Morgan. It's Jeffrey Dean Morgan, the Negan guy. I like him. I like the Negan character, and I hope Johnny's right. I hope they do let his character grow with that redemption. Because in the comic, it kind of, I'm not there yet, but his character, Johnny, you'd say, Johnny, his character has grown, correct? Johnny says he was in Better Call Saul, too. I don't watch that, so I have to check that out. PB4 Gaming, my history project is on Winston Churchill. Excellent. That's a very interesting man, Winston Churchill. Very smart. Like to drink a bit, but he was very smart. He actually, his idea, oh, we're back to the show. But PB4 Gaming, he came up with the Gallipoli campaign, which was a disaster, though. But he thought it was would have worked. Okay, so the Savior's still walking around in the storage cellar. I can't believe he has not found Daryl and Maggie. Daryl wants to stab him. Maggie holds Daryl back and just kind of says no, and he leaves. My God, is he the worst person to go look around? Oh, he's going back. He's going back in. No, he's shutting the door. Wow. He just took some stuff and left. He didn't even look to see if anyone was hiding. Daryl goes to the door and looks out. Yeah, it's not really bright, Daryl, to look out the door hole because, my God, he just left. Now, is it me or does Daryl look like he's actually bathed, finally? Because he probably was the worst smelling character on that show. On the show, in my opinion. So Daryl and Maggie are going to have a heart-to-heart. She says, will you look at me? Because Daryl feels guilty because who really got Glenn killed? Now, let's be truthful, people. Who really got Glenn killed? It wasn't Negan. Negan told them. And Negan, I think, was going to tell them he has spaghetti and ice cream, but they didn't want to listen. I really believe he was going to tell them that. Daryl got Glenn killed. And now they're having a heart-to-heart, and he's crying. So they're going to talk about what happened. And she says it wasn't your fault. But we all know it was his fault, don't we? We do. We know that it was Daryl's fault. And he definitely has bathed because his hair doesn't look as greasy. So this is actually a really good scene here. It's them, she's convincing him it's not your fault. And Daryl feels very guilty. Just to be serious for a moment for the show. But I like to have fun with the show. But this is a good scene here. Good acting. Maggie and Daryl right now again discussing what happened with Glenn. And she says we have to win. And she gives Daryl a hug. That was good. That was a good scene. That was a good scene. I liked it. A lot of good stuff going on in the chat. If you're watching, jump on in the chat. Join the fun. So the Saviors are outside now. It looks like they're leaving. That's a lot. They show up in force, and they got the doctor, and Gregory's just kind of like, he's pissed about that. But what's he going to do? And all the people are looking around to see that Gregory is the most ineffective leader. You know what, Gregory? You just made Rick look like a good leader right now. But what could Gregory do? What really could Gregory do? Yes, Susan, that Churchill did mess up Gallipoli. Yeah, that was his idea. In theory, it should have worked, but they never got off the beach, and they got stuck. The Turks just were shooting down at them for as long as that battle happened. Now Simon's leaving with the Saviors in his gas-guzzling truck. Where are they getting all this gas from also? But yeah, the Gallipoli strategy, it was to take the war to the Turks, and it didn't work. Very interesting. There's a movie with Mel Gibson. A very interesting movie, but the History Channel did a wonderful thing on Gallipoli. So now we're back to Sasha and Rosita, and they're just really walking around, cutting some fence with wire cutters. They're looking for a vehicle. She smashes in a window of a vehicle to see. Oh, the walkers are there. She's going to firebomb the walker. No, she's going to firebomb the vehicle. So she's going to attract them, I guess. Wow, that caught on fire real quick. The walkers are going to come forward. Now, I don't know if I want to stand near a car that's on fire, because if there is any type of incendiary stuff in the car, it's going to go kaboom. I know there's no gas, but now they're going to climb over the fence, so they distracted the walkers to climb over the fence. They get over the fence. Now the walkers are like, hey, you, hey, private property here. Private property. Leave us alone. Sasha's looking. What are they? They're going to hotwire the car now. Really? Walkers are right on top of you. You should kill the walkers first, don't you think? There's about 5 of them. Again, stupidity. Why get in the car? And she stabbed him in the gut. She stabbed the walker in the gut, people. A little faux pas there. A little faux pas. She stabbed the walker in the gut, and he went down. Now they're in the car. They shut the door. What are they? What is this? This is stupidity. And she got the car hot-wired. Now they're going to run into walkers. Oh, one walker over the top. Now she's backing up to get out. Now they smile at each other, sort of. And through the fence they go. As they find the one car in this whole freaking place that has gas. Well, that was a writer's miracle, don't you think? And there they speed off to go kill. And there's a commercial. So let's jump in the chat. We got a little history thing going on with World War I. Johnny says, why I'm here, LOL. Oh, yeah, I remember. Why not? This is a superb podcast and play-by-play of an episode. That's why. Thank you, Johnny. Johnny's here because he feels bad for me. And he's jumped in to join the chat, and I appreciate that. But, so. Susan said, Churchill really messed up Gallipoli. We talked about that. Yes, he did. PB4 Gaming. Well, it's Carol's fault Glenn was killed. If she didn't leave, Daryl wouldn't leave, and Glenn wouldn't go after him, and they wouldn't get captured, leaving no less chance of him. Good point. Good point, PB4 Gaming. Johnny says, great point. Tim Gersh. Well, it was more an ANAC up than Churchill. Well, when they landed on the beach, Tim, I'm trying to remember back, and you can correct me. They did have an opportunity to get off that beach when they used the boats, the ships. They crashed them on shore to use them as landing craft, but they were too slow to get the hell off the beach. And they actually, if they had gotten off the beach right then and there, they would have caught the Turks totally by surprise, because the Turks didn't have a lot of forces in that area to begin with. Johnny says, if we want to be about morals here, Rick and his group killed over 50 of Negan's men. Preach, Johnny. Preach. I agree. Negan knew these folks can look after themselves. I will kill one to show them who is boss. Daryl acted a fool. Preach. I agree with my friend Johnny. Johnny again says Negan killed 2. Rick killed over 50 of his men. Let's speak morals. PB4 game. I can't chat anymore. I can only listen. So thanks and see you next week. In advance, good night. Thank you very much, PB4 Gaming. Always glad to see you, Tim Gersh. The Great War Channel is a good study of World War I. Thank you, Tim, for that information. Johnny, excellent points, Johnny, because in the show it's different than the comics. You know, it's different than the comics where he kind of just kills Glenn, I believe. I'm not there yet. Rick did kill a bunch of Negan's men. Susan B., the Anzacs were under orders, though, and it was Churchill who told them to sit tight. Yeah, that was a bad move. Whoever told them that, and you're saying it was a bad move when they did that, because they could have got off the beach. And you know what? History repeats itself, because when the U.S. landed forces on that Italian beach, what was it called? Oh, I can't think of it now. When they were trying to do an end run around the Germans, they could have just strolled in, and they didn't. What the heck was that? Anzio. When they landed on Anzio in World War II, they did the same exact thing. Johnny says, I'm here because of your play-by-play, Al. It's effing addictive, LOL. You know me enough to know I don't do pity. This is true, Johnny. That's why I truly love the king. Susan B., Tripoli. No, I'm talking about Anzio, the beachhead. The Americans are already landed in Sicily, and they're trying to do an end run to get to Rome. And they landed troops on Anzio, and they just stayed on the beach when they could have moved up quite quickly. They're showing some Fear of the Walking Dead now. And I have to tell you, Money Baby likes this show. A couple of my friends at work actually gave it a couple of seasons, and they said it got better. I have not gone back to it. Susan says, I agree with Johnny. You are very entertaining. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Susan, when Johnny gets his new station, you got to subscribe to Johnny. Johnny is extremely smart and entertaining, and he makes you think, and he makes you laugh, and he can even piss you off a little bit, but in a good way. So, and now, oh, they see Eugene. They're there, and they got the scope, and Eugene's directing how they should use the walkers. So Eugene is a main man with these saviors. So they are in a building right near the compound, and it's amazing no one has seen them. Seriously, no one's seen them. So they somehow got in the... Oh, did they kill somebody? No. That's a bag. I'm sorry. Johnny says, LOL. Wow. And then he says, me channel is up and running. This name. Excellent. So Johnny's channel is up. It's Johnny's Giants Bane. And at commercial, I'm going to find it. And I'm going to put a link in the chat for everyone if I do this properly without shutting my station down, because you know I'm stupid when it comes to stuff like that. And Johnny is very entertaining. So Susan B says, thanks for the referral. I will check out Johnny's channel. Johnny's great. Johnny, do you have that when you did the interview with Darth Vader regarding Game of Thrones? Was it Game of Thrones? That was hilarious. Oh, God. That was great. That was one of my favorite things you did. Johnny does this. He did this interview with Darth Vader. It was great. Oh, God. So Rosita and Sasha are just staking out the saviors to blow a hole in Negan's brain. Tim Gersh, have we got a hold of AMC to warn Negan yet? Johnny says, Al, this is about you and your play-by-play. I love this. Susan, don't mind Al. He is biased to friends, is all. Well, I am biased. I like Johnny. I like Johnny a lot. Johnny is one of the good people. Okay, come on, seriously. How do they get in this building so close to the factory and not one freaking savior sees them? Come on. Man, don't they put guards up? I just can't believe that, but it's a show. Now you join it, so it's fun to pick apart. Susan B says the 3 vertical dots to the right of the text will link you to Johnny's channel. Oh, thank you. So you, okay, beautiful. So if I click on that, it's going to take me out, but it shouldn't take me, all right. If I go off air, it's because I'm an idiot. Let's click on this here. Go to channel. I'm at Johnny's channel. He's doing the top of the morning. Oh, Johnny's back up and running. And I am subscriber number 12. And now how the hell do I get back to my channel? Let's go back here. Oh, that was easy enough. Thank you very much, Susan. So if you go next to Johnny's, the Giants Bane, and you right click on it, left click on it, sorry, it says go to the channel. I just subscribed, Johnny. No, guy, oh boy. Here we go. Let's get, nah, I'm froze. What the fudge? All right, let's click down here. Oh, that worked. Okay, unfroze. So Sasha and Rosita are just talking yada, 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 just filler crap before they kill Negan or try to kill Negan. Mike Moneybaby says, it's so easy to kill the Saviors. Got to a window, nuke, tube, or grenade. But Mike, don't you think they should have like lookouts, the Saviors? How do they get that close? Susan B, I won't take you off your page. We'll open it. Yes, it does, Susan B. I executed it to perfection as I did not shut down my station. Because I've done that before with video games. Johnny says, humble, stop being so cool. I'm better at debating. Ask Hillary voters. You know what's amazing, Johnny? Your point of view and the people who watch you are usually completely different, but they love you because you explain it and you let them talk, and there's a nice little debate back and forth. So Mike Moneybaby says, yeah. I just, again, I know they're not right on top of them in that building, but that's pretty damn close, don't you guys think? Tim says, yeah, the Saviors are kind of idiots. I agree, Tim. I don't understand. How do you not have someone in that building? Look at the line of sight. You're just underestimating your opponent. Could it be their arrogance? Obviously it is, you know? Again, this is just Sasha and Rosita yada-yadaing and talking, and if you're watching, you know what's going on. So they're having a deep moment, which means someone's going to die soon of these two. Johnny says, Al knows my views. There's nothing wrong with having pride in your land you're born on. I agree, Johnny. I agree. I agree. I got called a racist, Johnny. That was hilarious on Twitter by someone I thought I knew. So I don't converse with that person anymore just because I had a difference of opinion on something. That is a typical comeback from someone who doesn't want to say they call you a name, whether right or left. They want to call you a name. So I had an opinion that was a little more conservative, okay, in my view of things, and you know, they want to call you a name. I've never done that. I might think it sometimes, but I've never done that. Let someone, you know, whatever. But, oh well. Susan B says, fortunately, I didn't have to choose Hillary or Trump. I am a Canadian. We got the Wonder Boy in charge right now. How's the weather in Canada, Susan B? What's the temperature there right now? Johnny, how's it in Ireland? Happy belated St. Pat's Day, my friend. It is, Tim. It is. You know, whatever. I mean, I've had people call me that when I discuss Richard Nixon. They don't want to look at the facts. Whatever. I get the Watergate thing. I'm not stupid. I understand it, you know. But look at he did, you know, you want to debate some certain things? Fine. But it's something they always say, and it just pisses. And this is someone who I actually met in person and thought I knew quite well regarding stuff. And I knew that person tended to be liberal, but why would you say that? It's kind of, I don't know. It just pissed me off. I almost shut down everything, YouTube, this. I was like, I don't need this shit. but I decided not to because there's other nice people. So Johnny says exactly. I'll take him with a smile and devour in a devious rebuttal. LOL. Johnny says Al sees me on my panel and be like, here, he's Irish and fighting for Americans more than Americans are. Well, it's true. I never. Oh, saviors are. So now the saviors have come back. Johnny, I don't understand. I enjoy your show and all the people in your chat are very nice, but some of they live in a la la land. Again, I don't want to see anyone get hurt or anything like. Oh wow, there's Negan. There's Negan. Are we gonna get a shot off? Sasha. Oh wow, she should. Oh, she's got him lined up. Except now he's talking to Simon and somebody and the doctor, and he's hugging the doctor. Look at Negan. He gives him a smile. He hugs Eugene. He gives Eugene a knife. Taps Eugene on the shoulder. How can you not like Negan? Negan has spaghetti and Negan has ice cream, and Sasha did not take the shot. And I think she could have pegged him. Wow, I think she could have pegged him. And they're in shock that Eugene's working with Negan. But Eugene's a survivor. If anything, he might be a coward, but he's a survivor. You know? Tim Gersh says, well, if you look at the facts, like hard facts, then Nixon was pretty good. Nixon wrote a thing on health insurance in 10 pages. You can go to the presidential library and look it up. I've read it, okay? It explained how he wanted health insurance because Nixon grew up poor. I don't want this to be a Richard Nixon debate, but I'm just going to tell you something. I put that out there to people, and they didn't even read it, and they just said, oh, he's blah, blah, blah. He's blah, blah, blah. So he wrote something on health insurance that took 10 pages, a letter to Congress. And Ted Kennedy says his biggest mistake, Ted Kennedy said this on his deathbed, the biggest mistake he did was not working with Richard Nixon to fix healthcare. And we go to commercial. Because he didn't want to work with Richard Nixon because he was a Republican. They're trying to impeach him. Thank you, Ted Kennedy. Healthcare would probably be in pretty good shape. And it is true, Tim. People don't want to give Nixon credit. He did end the Vietnam War. And he's, Susan B. says Nixon committed treason before he was elected. Well, you're going to have to explain that one to me. He rooted out the communists in the State House, and there were communists in the State House. I'm sorry, in the not the State House. I apologize. In the State Department. So, but lay the knowledge upon us, Susan. I always like knowledge. Is this? Susan B. says, is this the final show of the season? No. This is 14. We have 2 more episodes, Susan. They go 16. Susan has a very good point. I have never understood how we in Canada can afford healthcare for all, but not in the States. Because they want the insurance companies here to be filthy rich. That explains it all, Susan. Democrats don't want to fix healthcare, and neither do Republicans. Don't let them fool you. They don't. You know who got rich off? I live in a state where we have to have health care, and there was a Republican governor who passed it. My health care premiums went up, and my coverage went down. Then Obamacare came, and my health premiums went up even more, and my coverage went down. The insurance companies got rich. Nothing got fixed. Oh, with the tapes? I don't know about that, Susan, but you have a right to your opinion. So, good point. That's like when they said Reagan with the hostages had made the deal with the Iranians. So, if they had the tapes, they would have whammied Nixon. That's my opinion. If he truly had that stuff. So, Susan says Democrats and Republicans seem to be like this. They are. That's why Trump won. I believe me. It's it's the same thing. The rich, and again, I'm all for everyone making money. I'm just saying, I've seen the struggles my parents have with health insurance. They have to pay for it themselves. They're self-employed. I've seen my health insurance costs go up with less coverage. They went up again. Okay, they didn't fix anything. Nothing's fixed. So, Susan says Johnson himself said it was treason, so that's why I say it. That's fine. Yeah, I don't think they had those tapes because they would have used them. They hated Richard Nixon. That's just my opinion. Mike Moneybaby, he was planned for Trump to win. No, he was. They were smart. I don't know if it was planned. So believe me, they don't. They didn't want him to win. The media, the Republicans didn't want him to win. The Democrats didn't want him to win. Now let's see him. I just want it. Let's see 4 years and what he can do. And if he doesn't do good, guess what? They'll get voted out. That's the way it works in America. Not this pseudo make believe. Oh, this other guy was president. Now he's done. The other gentleman's done, and the gentleman before him, President Bush, is done. I don't want to hear from either one of those two guys. Let this guy govern. And you know what? If he stinks and people don't like him, they'll vote him out. So Johnny says bickering children while the real working class. I missed. Johnny, you talking about the Democrats and Republicans? So Mike Moneybaby says, I think either way we were effed if Hillary or Trump. I don't disagree with that. I really don't. I chose, in my opinion, the lesser of two evils. And to be honest, Trump has done some interesting things that I agree with. I wish he would stay off Twitter. I wish he would get off the whole Mexican thing because I get it, immigration. I understand it. Most Mexicans who come over are hardworking people, in my opinion. But I understand his point. There are people who are bad who enter this country, who commit crimes, and we need to get them out of the country, regardless of where they came from. So, Tim says, well, if Lincoln was alive today, he would be more of a Democrat rather than a Republican. I just want good leadership. I want people to care about people. Seriously. I don't want to be kumbaya because I can't stand that because you can't be kumbaya. It's tough, you know. Oh, there's Gregory. Gregory is a weasel. You think Gregory's gonna die? God, I hope he dies. So Gregory's talking to Jesus now. I will check that out, Susan. But I'm still a Richard Nixon fan. But I will check that out. Thank you very much. Oh, so now Gregory's telling them there's too many people in your trailer. Find different housing for our guests. I think that's what he's. Excuse me. Now Gregory says job assignments for the newcomers. So Gregory's trying to assert his control here. This is kind of funny. He actually has no control anymore. Let me just put this up a bit. Gregory says you shouldn't talk to me like that, Jesus. Saviors are coming around. So Gregory's going to use the threat of the saviors that he could rat him out to the saviors. Wow. Wow. Gregory says to Jesus, Jesus says, you just threatened me. So Gregory's using that he can call in the saviors at any time to reassert his power. Tequila. Oh, wow. Is that a savior? Is that other gentleman a savior? Yes, I think the saviors left people or a person. Wow. So Daryl has his bow. He says, where's Sasha and Rosita? There's Eugene. Eugene's directing someone saying, you see that over there? Protocol. Doesn't fit protocol. So Eugene has taken to the saviors. Eugene has taken to the saviors in a leadership role. Like I said, Eugene is a survivor. I don't, you know, I don't know what I would have probably done the same thing in his situation until I could have done something else. Sometimes you go along, you get along until you can. Oh, wow! They just killed that dude, and now they're trying to rescue Eugene. But Eugene's frightened. Oh, Eugene's just scared. He's not going to run with them. You know what this reminds me of, Johnny? He says no, he's not going to go. He's not going to go. He said, I didn't ask you to come, so go. Johnny, this reminds me of Reek in Game of Thrones when the sister came to rescue him. This scene right here, Johnny. You should do a thing on that, Johnny, when you watch this. Wow. Wow, they're in shock. Great scene right now. Awesome scene. Johnny, if you're still in the chat, you got to do a comparison with this scene with Eugene when they tried to rescue him, and Reek, Theon, when his sister came to rescue him. So now they're trying to break in the compound here. Not a good move on their part. This is really stupid of them. Johnny says, LOL, Al. Yara saving Theon. Fail. I feel ya. Oh, yeah, Johnny, do it, because you're the best at doing this stuff. Oh! Sasha tells Rosita to go. So I think it's going to be Sasha who's going to get whammied, in my opinion. Johnny says, this is all you. I can't take other people's things. All you, brother. No, thank you, Johnny. But, I mean, you should do one of your videos on comparing it because... Oh, wow. Here come the Saviors. How did they not see her? How do they not have guards? Some good stuff. Susan says, Gregory reminds me of Hillary. Oh, excellent point. Mike Money Baby. What are Sasha's chances of death? 10 out of 10, Mike. That's my prediction. 10 out of 10. Now Rosita runs away and is crying. I don't know if she's crying because... There's Daryl. Daryl has showed up. Wow, he got there quick. Is that Daryl? Is she seeing... Was that... It looked like a silhouette of Daryl. Oh, that's it. That's the episode. So that was a good ending. So now it's them going for guns. They're showing for the next episode. Enid. So we're getting a little clip for the next episode. It's going to be Rick heavy. They're going to the, oh, there's our boy Negan. Gregory. I think Gregory's going to rat. All panel is up for 10 minutes. And that's it. I'm going to shut the TV off. I'm going to jump in the chat quickly, and then I'm going to thank you very much for everyone who joined in. We had a small but merry group of intelligent people. I like that. A little back and forth with some different opinions, but very cordial. I always like that. I'm going to go up a bit because I missed a lot of stuff, so bear with me. I first like to say thank you to Broke Black Man 94 and Tim Gersh, my moderators. A special thank you to them and Johnny Giantsbane, whose new channel is up. Just go to the side of his name, as Susan B told me, with the 3 dots. Click on it and give him a subscribe. I'm telling you, you're going to like his stuff. He does excellent stuff. Susan B, thank you very much. Mike Money Baby, thank you very much. Always enjoy differences of opinions. Susan B has said there's a channel out there, and I'm check out here on YouTube. This is Treason Lyndon Johnson channel. I Talk. Did I say that right? I Talk. You bored? I talked you bored. Oh, that's the name of the channel. I got it. Let's just go down. I liked this episode. I really did. The ending was outstanding. And I'm asking my friend Johnny to do a video of a comparison between Eugene not wanting to be rescued and Reek, Theon, a.k.a. Reek, on Game of Thrones not wanting to be rescued by his sister. Johnny says, great play-by-play. Shout, excited to watch the episode when I get home from work tomorrow. Delighted to stop in, Al. Much love from Ireland, my brother. Much love back to you, Johnny. Thank you very much. So I just like to thank everybody. And remember to check out Fill the Issues guy. I provided the link below. He comes on at 10:30 for the recap and review. If you want to continue the fun, jump over there. The link's above in the chat and also on the station. And one last time, I want to, friends of the channel, we have Tim Gersh, Truetemper Rocket2, The One True David, Fill the Issues guy, link provided. Broke Black Man 94, link provided. Ron Junkett, link provided. Retro Sports Network, link provided. Dirty Issues, link provided. Mosley Boxing, link provided. Johnny Giantsbane, the link here is actually to his old station, so just click on, I'm going to have to change that because he has the new link. Just click on the side of his name and subscribe. He does great work. JD, Higher Ground Gaming, Dave Erickson, G Raider. Thank you very much, all. I will tell him. Tim says, yeah, I'm in Phil's chat. So I'm going to actually, Phil's coming on, Tim, at 10:30, correct, Tim? Tim, type, if you want, tell him that Johnny says hi. I'll do that too when I get in there. So I'm going to be jumping off now in a couple of minutes. Once again, thank you to everyone. Thanks a lot to Johnny. It made me feel so proud that Johnny jumped in to my little show here and shared time with us. And it makes me so proud that everyone who jumped in to share time together to talk Walking Dead and other things. And I hope to see everyone back, and spread the word if you want. Share, like, subscribe, but come back. That's the most important thing. And if you could, please subscribe to Johnny Giant Spain's channel. It's a new channel. I mean, he had another channel, but he started a new channel. It's going to be bigger and better than the other one. And he does wonderful stuff. So, Johnny says, be easy, y'all. Great chat and superb stream out. Thank you, Johnny. Tim says, yeah, when he goes live, I will go in there. Okay, Tim. I'm actually going to jump off now. I'm going to jump in the shower and then come back online to join friends of Phil in the chat. Once again, check out Phil the Issues Guy. He's doing the recap and review for this episode. Does a great job, and it's really fun. And Johnny tells me to F off. So nice, you're a real dude. Anyone who talks to you on a real knows this. Humble to be here. Great chat with you. Thank you very much. Much love, brother. And I'm giving you the. I don't do the video. I don't have video. I actually do. I should set it up, but I'm giving you the hands together. I'm giving a clap to everybody. Thank you very much for joining me. And we will, Tim, we're going to check out Iron Fist. Tim says it's great kung fu action. We're going to check that out, Tim, because you and I, we're going to do a podcast. Johnny says, I feel the heart hands. Don't worry, homie. All right, everyone. Thank you very much. This is Al, Red Sox fan, saying thank you for watching. Come back next week if you can. Share your thoughts below if you want about The Walking Dead. And you know what would be fun? Let's come up with the dream scenario. Like how he wakes up and what he says. That'd be fun to share some comments about that, the dream scenario. So, and Johnny, please, if you can, do a comparison between the Eugene not wanting to be saved and Theon not wanting to be saved. We'd love to see it on the channel, man, your channel. All right, hats off to everyone. Big shout out and claps to everybody. Thank you very much to the chat. Thank you. This is Al, Red Sox fan. You're watching Al, Red Sox fan YouTube station. Health and happiness to everyone. Take care. God bless. And remember to tell the ones you love them, and give them a hug and kiss. God bless you all. Take care. Bye-bye.